From the studios of Books in Motion, this is Rusty Nelson reading The Tears of God, number 62 in the Wilderness series by David Thompson. Now let's begin with Chapter 1. The two men were grim with purpose. They came down out of the high country, riding hard and fast. They didn't stop for a meal. They ate pemmican out of their parfleches as they rode. They slept only a few hours each night. Rest wasn't important, although they stopped when they had to for the sake of their mounts. Each time the younger man chafed at the delay. They were a study in contrast. The younger man's hair was raven black, while the older man's mane was as white as the snow that capped the highest peaks. Both wore buckskins, the younger man's decorated with blue beads by his Shoshone wife. The younger man wore an eagle feather in his hair. The older man covered his head with a beaver hat. Both had beards. They were living armories. Each had a Hawken rifle, a brace of flintlock pistols, and knives. The younger man's knife was a bowie, the older man's a Green River blade. The younger man also had a tomahawk wedged under his belt. Their weapons had seen a lot of use. They came down out of the miles-high mountains to the emerald foothills, and through the foothills to the prairie. The younger man rode a bay, the older man a white mare. When the younger man once asked the older why he liked mares over any other kind of horse, the older man had replied with one of his impish grins. "I ride mares because it's nice to be in charge of a female for a change." "I can savvy that," the younger man had replied. "I'm married too, but in all the years I've known you, you only ever ride white mares. Why not some other color?" The older man had touched his own white mane. "I like the idea of snow on top and snow under me." "That makes no kind of sense. What's the real reason?" "I am practical, Horatio. A white horse is a lot easier to find when it strays off. Easier for hostiles to spot, too." The younger man's name wasn't really Horatio. It was Nate King. His nickname was a token of how fond the older man was of the younger, a token, too, of the older man's intense passion for the works of the Bard of Avon. Shakespeare McNair owned one of the few volumes of his namesake's works west of the Mississippi River. He read the book religiously. He quoted it religiously, too, as he did now as they drew rein to let their animals rest. "Ah, Mary, now my soul hath elbow room." "That's a new one," Nate said as he took a spyglass from his parflech. "I was rereading King John when you came to fetch me," Shakespeare informed him. "King John?" A grin spread under Nate's telescope. "Isn't that the boring one?" Shakespeare stiffened in indignation. "What cracker is this same that deafs our ears with this abundance of superfluous breath?" he quoted. "How dare you? The bard never wrote a boring play in his life." "I seem to recollect your wife saying she always finds you asleep in your rocking chair with that book in your lap." "A pox on you. It's not the bard who puts me to sleep, it's my years." Shakespeare put a hand to the small of his back. "I'm not as spry or as durable as I used to be." "I hope to God I'm half as fit as you when I'm your age." Nate lowered the spyglass and frowned. "Nothing?" "Grass, grass."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?